BloomTales Studio presents The Aladdin, Part 3, The Sorcerer's Revenge and the Gift of Freedom, The Stolen Lamp. While Aladdin was away on a royal hunt, the wicked sorcerer returned, disguised as a merchant. He walked through the city streets crying out, "New lamps for old, trade your old tarnished lamps for brand new ones." The princess, unaware of the magic within Aladdin's battered copper lamp, thought she was doing a kind deed by trading it for a shiny new one. The moment the sorcerer's fingers touched the lamp, he summoned the genie. With a roar of thunder, he commanded the genie to transport the entire palace, the princess, and all of Aladdin's riches to a distant, barren desert in Africa. The desperate journey, Aladdin returned to find a hole in the ground where his life used to be. The Sultan, furious and heartbroken, gave Aladdin 40 days to find the princess or face execution. Broken and alone, Aladdin remembered the lesser genie, the one inside the magic ring he had found in the cave. He rubbed the ring and the small genie appeared. "I cannot undo the great genie's work," the spirit whispered, "but I can take you to where the palace now stands." In a flash, Aladdin was transported to the African desert. He watched from the shadows as the sorcerer tried to force the princess to marry him. Aladdin knew he couldn't win by force. He had to use his wits. The final trick, Aladdin managed to sneak into the palace and reach the princess. Together, they hatched a plan. That night, the princess invited the sorcerer to a feast, pretending she had finally accepted his proposal. She poured him a cup of wine, but hidden in the dregs was a powerful sleeping potion Aladdin had obtained. The sorcerer, blinded by his own vanity, drank the wine and fell into a deep, magical slumber. Aladdin rushed forward, snatched the lamp from the sorcerer's belt, and rubbed it with all his might. The great genie appeared, his face heavy with sadness at being forced to serve the sorcerer. But when he saw Aladdin, his eyes lit up like stars. "Master, you've returned," the genie boomed. "Genie," Aladdin commanded, "take this palace and everyone within it back to our kingdom. And as for the sorcerer, cast him into a place where he can never harm anyone again." The third wish, back in their home kingdom, the Sultan embraced his daughter and the city celebrated for 7 days. Aladdin sat alone in his room looking at the lamp. He had everything he ever dreamed of: love, respect, and a family. He had one wish left. The genie appeared, hovering quietly. "Well, Aladdin," the genie said with a wistful smile, "what will it be? More gold? An empire that stretches across the seas? Just say the word." Aladdin looked at his friend. He remembered the cold cave, the fear of the sorcerer, and how the genie had been a prisoner for thousands of years. "Genie," Aladdin said clearly, "for my third wish, I wish for your freedom." A blinding white light filled the room. The gold bands on the genie's wrists shattered and fell to the floor. For the first time in an eternity, the genie didn't look like a giant shadow. He looked like a man, light and joyful. "I'm free?" the genie whispered. "Aladdin." "Why?" "Because," Aladdin replied, A friend is worth more than 1,000 miracles. The legacy, the genie traveled the world, finally seeing the sights he had only heard about from his masters. Aladdin and the princess ruled the kingdom with wisdom and kindness for many years. The lamp remained on a shelf in the palace, no longer a source of magic, but a reminder that the greatest power of all isn't a wish, but the choices we make. Please subscribe our channel for more magical stories.